Hi there, it's Anna the Pinterest Pro here again. I hope all of you are having a wonderful day. Here in Florida, we're enjoying some wonderful rain, which is fantastic because we sure need it. So needless to say, I definitely couldn't be outside broadcasting today. But the plants surely will enjoy it. If you'll remember, and if you were here yesterday, you know that I was talking about the fact that this week in my blog, what I've been discussing is the other images on the Pinterest showcase. Because on the Pinterest showcase, you have either 3 or 4 images alongside the main cover. And keep in mind, these are the images that I'm talking about because I have discussed what size the board cover should be in a prior blog, and I referenced that in this one, just so if you didn't see that one, you can go back and you can take a look at that. But because of the fact that the images are not always in a certain spot, like if you have 4 windows there, it might be in the top right, it might be in the top left, according to, you know, each time that it rotates around. Because of course there's 5 boards that is revolving around there, and I sat for hours looking at that, trying to figure it out. One of the things that I wanted to point out about the instructions that I gave you about these images is make sure you pay attention to the location of the most important part of the image, because if you have 4 images, even if you have 3, there's one window that's rather small, and it's a certain part of that entire image that shows up in that window. And I figured out all the dimensions of that. So I know if you're like me, a lot of times I don't read all the instructions, even though I am a former school teacher. But you know, we get busy and we kind of scan something and we forget and don't realize. But it's like so many pixels down on the page is where it should be located to be able to get the best effect with these images in that showcase. And I would also recommend that in that part you put either your company name, your logo, kind of small there, or your website there. Now another thing that I'll mention is that if you go to someone's Pinterest account and their showcase just has one image up there and it says click to buy or buy, that's because they have buyable pins. And that is absolutely wonderful for people that have the buyable pins. And you can do this with Etsy and with Shareaholic, some of those. Which is great because for people that maybe can't afford to have a market basket on their website, and they can go Shopify, I didn't mean Shareaholic. They can go through either Shopify or Etsy, and people can actually purchase their product right there on Pinterest. The transaction can be made. So if you see that, don't be thrown off, because that is what that's all about. So I hope you have a great rest of the day and that you'll be with me tomorrow night. We're trying out a new time on Thursdays at 7 p.m. And so try to join us then. And I'm going to try to use some examples with you on as far as the actual windows are concerned, because I'm learning how to that now on Facebook Live you can share screens. So I'm trying to make sure I'm ready for that so that tomorrow night I can do that with you and give you examples of things that I'm talking about with this. Thank you so much for being here with us, and this is Anna, the Pinterest Marketing Pro, and I'm signing off now.